Well, we're down here at Tapton Lock today. It's the beginning of November and we're here to launch the Santa Specials. Every year the Chesterfield Canal Trust runs its 3 boats we have now and we run Santa Specials. An opportunity for children to meet Santa and have a trip on the canal as well. For the launch of the Santa Specials, we always invite the mayors and the chairs of the councils along the route of the canal. And we have a couple of events, one here in Chesterfield and one in Retford. So we invite those people because they're the first citizens of each of the districts. So they come down and they're tremendous support for the canal. Many of them use the canal anyway, either boating or walking or cycling. So it's a really good opportunity to bring the children down as well. And there'll be trips to see a bit of the canal and of course to see Santa. So yes, it's about children.
Yeah, we are on our 9th Santa boat trip and we come every year and it's a real highlight in the children's calendar and we absolutely love it. Well, the canal means something very dear to me. I've got a little bit of a story, which is that when I was first elected, there was a sort of a launch party a bit further down the canal than we are now. And it was my first event as MP for North East Derbyshire and I was 9 months pregnant. And my husband took the 1.5-year-old, as he was then, down to the canal to play, and somebody came into the tent and whispered in my ear, "Your son has fallen into the canal." So I ran, 9 months pregnant, from the tent to the canal. My waters broke and I got rushed to hospital and I had a baby. So yes, and the little one, Malik, had fallen in the canal, so my husband was kind of walking with him, kind of covered in whatever's in the canal. So yes, we've got a very close personal relationship with the canal, so it means a lot to us. But for the constituency, it's been absolutely amazing in terms of bringing regeneration to North East Derbyshire, especially sort of Killamarsh, Renishaw, Eckington, all that kind of area. So yeah, I mean, it's meant a lot. And you know, I know we're going to talk later a bit about HS2, but we're really worried about the impact of that and what's going to happen.
So, talking about HS2, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of impact HS2 would have on these kind of community events and the canal directly?
Well, I think what is never taken into account is that when they're doing a big economic case about the national economy for why they want a big HS2 link between London and Leeds, what they don't take into account is the local economies that are being absolutely destroyed as a result of this. The people in Killamarsh, in Eckington, in Renishaw, in Spink Hill, they are not going to benefit from having a great big train track going through their houses. In fact, the disbenefits to them are massive. They're paying through their taxes and they're paying with their homes and their communities. And you know, this isn't about kind of going up to people and saying, look, we're going to build a train track through here, we'll give you some compensation. These people have lived in these communities all their lives. They've lived there for generations, and what they are destroying is something that cannot be recreated. So, I mean, I have consistently voted against HS2. I did it a couple of days ago and I will keep opposing it. I think it's a project that has not taken the time to look at all the destruction that it is wreaking.
Okay, I'm Toby Perkins. I'm the Labour Member of Parliament for Chesterfield. I think that the whole canal project's a source of tremendous pride for the town. This was an area that people had wanted regenerating for many years, and over the last 10 years or so that's come true, and we're now you know, well on the way to seeing the full Chesterfield Canal linked up and regenerated, and it provides masses of broader regeneration opportunities for the town, but it also is a real community hub here that families like to come along, like to have a walk on a Sunday, and just today the Santa Special set up one of those occasions you look forward to every year. So yeah, my daughter Chloe's come down, and one of those things that we look forward to.
There's been a lot of time and money and effort from a lot of people put into the regeneration. Can you tell us what HS2 might do to that?
Well, the current plans to HS2 would be very damaging to the Chesterfield Canal at the Hollingwood end. And my view on HS2 is that it's an important infrastructure project. It's an important thing that will, I think, has great potential for the regeneration of this area. We do have to make sure that the that we get it right. And I think the route as it's been planned at the moment is problematic. It's clear that when we looked at it, the government weren't even aware of the Hollingwood hub. They were using old maps. So we need to, you can have two views on this. The first is that some people would say the whole thing should just be scrapped. My view is that it has great potential, but that it's worth taking the time to get it right. So I've been to see the Secretary of State of the Department for Transport. I've met with officials from the Department of Transport at the Hollingwood hub, and I'm hoping in the consultation that goes forward we can ensure that it's rerouted so that it doesn't have a detrimental impact on what is a really important project.